Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss Marvel's The Avengers. Came out May 4th, 2012, directed by Joss Whedon. He's also one of the co-writers of this film. The film is produced by Marvel Studios and Paramount Pictures, technically, but it's distributed by Walt Disney. Now remember, I kept saying Walt Disney, this is the first Walt Disney Marvel film, technically. So at the very end of this film, it says distributed by Walt Disney Studios. And then begins the extended franchise, as we refer to it. This is the conclusion film of Phase 1 of the Infinity Saga, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We have a lot going on, but to be completely honest, this is a very simple plot compared to the other Avengers and Captain America films moving forward, along with Guardians of the Galaxy. The film starts with Loki manipulating the Tesseract. Loki is back from the dead. He has now a Chitauri army from the others who are working with Thanos. They bestow upon him the Mind Stone, which is in a scepter, so he can control everyone. We don't actually know it's the Mind Stone in this film. We learn it in the later film. But we do know that the Mind Stone is in the scepter, the Space Stone is in the Tesseract. Now, these stones are important because they're Infinity Stones. Thanos needs 6 Infinity Stones for his Infinity Gauntlet to control the universe. A plot which we don't know yet, but this movie has 2 stones in it at the same time. Okay, so Loki uses the Tesseract to open a portal to Earth, to then start controlling people, to then break into a SHIELD helicarrier, to then get the Avengers split up to divide and conquer, and then eventually use the Tesseract to open a portal on top of Stark Tower in New York, so that Chitauri can wreak chaos, Loki can take order, but it doesn't happen because the Avengers come through and save the day. Then Loki and Thor go back to Asgard, and the Avengers split briefly because they deserve a break after they eat their shawarma. That's literally the plot. That's the basic plot point, right? But this is a very important film because this is the first film that brought multiple characters in a universe together in such a large scale. We have Captain America, we have Thor, we have Bruce Banner as Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo in this film, and then Mark Ruffalo moving forward in all other entries of Bruce Banner / Hulk. We have Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff. We have so many. Nick Fury. We have as Samuel L. Jackson. We have Agent Coulson back. We have Agent Hill, who's first introduced in this film. Very smart on her part. We have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. Iron Man, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., Pepper Potts, Gwyneth Paltrow. Happy Hogan's not in this film, which is interesting. But we have our centrist characters. There's their conflict. There's the meeting of Thor and Iron Man and Cap at one point. We have Cap coming back to life, kind of a thing. He's laughing because he understands the Flying Monkey reference. There's a lot of comedy in this. I remember distinctly 7 years ago watching this film in theaters with whoever I was with, and the part where they're all talking about what Loki did, that he just murdered 80 people, and then Thor's like, yeah, he's my brother. And then Natasha's like, yeah, he murdered 80 people. And then Thor's like, he's adopted. The entire theater was dying of laughter. That's the smart thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It has its serious, heartfelt, very important, very truthful moments, but it has its comedic timing as well. It's just so pure and genuine in that. And it's what makes Marvel great, because it has these amazing, relatable characters that you can learn so many life lessons from and aspire to be half as great as they are, but also realize that they inspire you to be yourself at the same time. They inspire you to do well. They have that comedic timing to they're memes, basically. They are memes. But do you meme? Hysterical. The Battle of New York is so wonderful and epic with the Chitauri. Very important plot points with Spider-Man Homecoming. moving forward years from now. Important plot points of Iron Man 3, which is a movie after this, because Tony then goes into a breakdown. Amazing. Tony Stark taking the nuke sent to destroy Midtown Manhattan, putting it into the portal. Natasha using the scepter to close the portal because Eric Selvig did a little behind the door kind of thing to save the world. Genius. Absolutely genius. Tony comes back. It's amazing. I still get goosebumps every time I see the Avengers First Circle with that beautiful, gorgeous theme song behind us. That is our national anthem. That is our treasure. This is our religion. The important thing about Marvel characters, the important thing about superheroes is that there is no superhero fatigue, as certain film directors hope. Look what Endgame just did to the internet. It destroyed the internet because so many people wanted to buy tickets for the early release. This is our modern mythology. These are our gods. Religion is all about mythology. All different gods and goddesses throughout any religious sect you look at, present or past, is based on story. And these are our current stories. These are our current gods. I'm sure there will be a Church of Marvel soon, if not already existing. Perfect. And Stan Lee and Jack Ditko are Steve Ditko, I'm sorry, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, helmers of the current mythological revolution that we have. So bravo, kudos, and thank you to all you wonderful, wonderful creative artists. RIP, and more to come. Mucho mahalo, guys.